Hi, have you ever known about the relations of meaning? Well, if you're not, we are here to provide you the simplest way to know about it. I am Gerald Estrada, and with the help of my co-hosts, Janine Galis, Krista Fajilan, and Roel Galgo, we will help you to provide an information about this. So, if you're ready, let's start this podcast.
So, hi! What a good start! Hi learners, I'm Janine Galis, and to begin with this topic, we are about to start with the sameness of meaning, and it is synonymy. So, synonymy is the semantic relation that express the same meaning between two words. Yes, between two words. And we have here the examples. We have first, the beautiful, which means attractive at the same time. Great and make. We have happy and joyful. True with correct and false. Yes, it's wrong at the same time. And next, we will talk about the antonymy. Antonymy is a word having a meaning opposite to that another word. And we have here some examples, of course. We have hot, which opposite of cold, short with tall, black with white, and night with day. And that is all for the antonymy. And we will call for the next one, our host, Krista.
Good day, everyone. This is Krista Fajilan speaking. Now that you've understood synonym and antonym discussed by Miss Janine Galis, let's proceed to hypernym. Hypernym is a word with a general meaning that has basically the same meaning of a more specific word. For example, apple, tree. Apple is more specific word, but it is referred to the general meaning that is a tree. Likewise in tennis sports. Tennis is a more specific word, but it is referred as sports in general. Next is hyponymy. Hyponymy is a word whose meaning is included in the meaning of another word. For example, male, man. The meaning of man or the word man is included in the concept of male. So take a look at this example. Hypernym is color, color is general, and the hyponyms is purple, red, blue. Purple and red is called cohyponyms. Purple has many shades of color like crimson, violet, and lavender. Always remember, a hypernym describes a more broad term, while a hyponymy is a more specialized and specific. Next is metonymy. Metonymy is a figure of speech in which an object or idea is referred by the name of something closely associated with it, as opposed by its own name. For example, referring to the President of the United States or the administration as the White House or the Oval Office. So the metonymy is a figure of speech in which an object is referred by the name of something we don't directly call that by its original name, but the name that is implied. That's symbolic. The office of the President of the United States, particularly in the field of journalism, we call it the White House or the Oval Office. And we understand that this office belongs to the President of the United States. Next speaker is Roel Galgo. Thank you.
It was very informative, Krista. Well, to add to our discussion, I'll tell you about a little story. So as I was walking by this park yesterday, there's this girl taking pictures of quails. And I was like, quails, huh? And she was like, what do you mean cringe? Did I offend you or something? I was like, no. I almost bursted out laughing. Those quails, those animals you're taking pictures of are called quails. It's a type of homonymy, where a single word could convey different meanings. And she was like, that was very impressive. Can you tell me more? I was like, alright, I'll tell you about their types as well. So first things first, we have homonyms. Homonymy describes words that share the same spelling or pronunciation, but has different meanings. For example, the quail, an animal, or quail, cringe, Another one is homophones. These are contrary to the homonyms since they have the same pronunciation but they differ in meaning. So, for example, the word right, which means to fix something. Another one is right, to convey a message or words through characters, through written characters. We have another one which is called homographs. These are words that have the same spelling but different in meaning. So take note that this could be a bit tricky because some homographs doesn't really have a different spelling. They just differ in their word of origin and their word of use. So first things first, we have lead. Lead is to become a leader, to become a pack general of something. Another one is lead, which means a mineral, an iron. Next, we have wind. Wind, which means to stretch, to flex something. Another one is wind. Wind is an element that we could feel. So these words are very fascinating for who knows just how many meanings a single word could convey. It's very impressive how a single word could convey different meanings and give people different visions of what you want to tell them. So another one is polysemy. Polysemy. Well, polysemy are words that has the same spelling, same pronunciation, but differs in meaning. But the difference between polysemy and homonyms is just there is a relationship between polysemous words. For example, the word seal, which means to lock up something or to protect something. Seals, the animal, also protect themselves by huddling together, making an enclosed area where no predator or harm could go upon them, could harm them, or could potentially go towards their direction. So that's where the word seal, to protect something, to lock up something, came from. As seals huddled together to repel any imminent threat. So did you see just how fascinating English is? Or just how fascinating language is in general? So one word could convey different meanings. So let's always be careful about what we say towards other people because we don't know how it impacts them. It could be for worse, for good, or for better. So always remember that your words has power and your words have colors to change people's behavior.
Well, thank you, Mr. Galgo, and to our previous speakers. So now, finally, you reached the last part of our topic today. And part of relations of meaning, we are now going to discuss the connotation, denotation, and ambiguity. But for now, let's discuss the denotation. So the denotation of a word or expression, it is explicit or direct meaning, as distinguished from the ideas or meanings associated with it or suggested by it. Simply put, a word's denotation is what the word means or directly represents. The meaning of a denotation becomes clear when it contrasts with connotation and when someone refers to a word. For example, rose. The direct meaning of a rose is a bush, scrub that produces flowers, usually red, pink, white, or yellow in color. So now, let's dive into another topic, which is connotation. So connotation, they referring to what it implies or suggests, or to the secondary meanings or implications that are associated with it. So the word connotation is commonly used in the phrases positive connotation and negative connotation. That's because people associated the good or bad things with the lots of words. So for example, we have here the good connotation and bad connotation. So let me read the good connotation. So Oscar uses coupons at the grocery store because he is economical. We bought inexpensive souvenirs at the amusement park. I am a bargain shopper. I ate moist sandwich. And here in the bad connotation, we have Oscar uses coupons at the grocery store because he is cheap. We bought cheap souvenirs at the amusement park. I am a cheap skate. I ate soggy sandwich. So here, they uses a good connotation and a bad connotation. So next to our topic, we have ambiguity. So ambiguity arises when a word, phrase, or statement contains more than one possible meaning or interpretation. This multiplicity of meanings can result from inherent vagueness of language, contextual nuances, or the structure of the sentence. So, for example, when someone opens a gift and responds with a simple, "Oh, you shouldn't have," it creates an ambiguous situation. So, the giver might be left wondering whether the recipient genuinely likes the gift and feels overwhelmed, or if they are being polite despite not liking the present. And that's all for my topic. So you have listened to the Relations of Meaning with your host, Gerald, Janine, Krista, and Roel. So thank you for listening, and we hope that you enjoy your deep dive about relations of meaning.
And that's all for this episode, everyone. See you next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.